Welcome to Nifty 50 Photographers. I'm Richard Gill, I'm a professional photographer. And if, like me, most mornings you wake up thinking, oh, how many likes did I get on that great photograph I posted on Instagram yesterday, then this video is going to help you. Because there is a secret tool in Lightroom that will really transform your Instagram feed. I've been looking at my Instagram feed, and frankly, for my professional site, and there's a link to it here, it was a bit of a mess. And one of the things that I kept coming across in all the advice was really to make your feed as beautiful as possible. Try and get some consistency to it. Make those images all look as though they're from the same theme, so that when somebody drops onto your profile page, they see a nice aesthetically pleasing grid. Let me show you some examples of some of the ones I found. So I can start with this one. This is a feed by somebody called @Minimalism, and you can see that straight away in their photos. They're all minimalist compositions, and looking at that feed, it is really beautiful and cleverly done. There's a mixture of different colors in there, but because the theme of all the images is very much one subject isolated in his background, it works really well, and it doesn't matter that there isn't a consistency to the colors. Let's take a look at another one, and this is a feed from someone @Tenebrism. Now what they've chosen to do is have a dark feel to all the photos. So they've applied that in their, I guess in their post-processing, to make them all have this dark background and give a very, almost a sort of black feel to it. They've mixed things like black and white images with color, but they've done that with consistency, so that when you look at the grid, the black and white images appear in the right sort of places to give a nice overall aesthetic to the grid. And what I've been doing with my commercial work, a lot of it is property orientated. So I decided to home in and really make sure that I put plenty of property images. I'm going to mix that up with some food and some other commercial images as well. But you can see now, if you scroll down on my feed, the consistency is much better in the last 6 or 9 images, depending on when you're seeing this video, is much better than the older ones. How can you create that consistency and style to your images easily and quickly? Because it's a bit of a monster trying to come up with things for your Instagram feed every day. There is one tool in Lightroom that a lot of people don't use or haven't come across. It certainly took me a while to find it. And this is one that can immediately give a consistency to your images. It can give them that same feel, that same look. Let me show you what I mean. I've got a selection of 6 different images on my screen. Now I've deliberately chosen ones that all have the same format, so they're all 16 by 9, they're all landscape shots, predominantly taken around sunset or in the golden hour with the odd exception in there. So what I wanted to do was make them all look the same. If I switch to a grid view, and you can see now we've got something that's kind of imitating my Instagram feed profile page. And what I want to do is now, as you can see, there is a mixture of colors. Okay, they're all landscapes, so the consistency there. If I wanted to make that even better, there is one thing I can do very easily in the develop field, and that's this. So go to your develop module, and let's start with this first photo. And the thing to do is just up here at profile, it defaults to Adobe Color. If you click on that, get the other Adobe options like landscape, portrait, standard, vivid, and so on. I'm not quite so interested in those at this point. If I come over to here to this block of 4 little squares and click on that, it now shows me all the profiles that are available. You have a choice of color or black and white. Now, if you scroll down, you'll see lots of different styles and different profiles you can use, and there's vintage, there's artistic, there's modern, and so on. So for this one, let's choose artistic 3, and you can see what that's immediately done to the photo is it's enhanced probably the reds and browns, it's toned down the greens that were in the image, and okay, I think it looks okay. So let's just close that. Now, you need to select your photos. I've already got them selected here, but pressing Command and A will select all the photos. And now you can just synchronize. So click on the sync button and then check none. So make sure you've got nothing selected. And the one you want to apply to them all is this treatment and profile. So just select that one and then synchronize. Now all your photos will have that same artistic profile, so very quickly you've created a look and a style for your photos. And if we now look at those as a grid again, you'll see what I mean. It's taken some of the colour out of the images, or some of the green colours out of them, made them all have that slightly reddish brownish hue, so there is much more consistency to the images. Now all you need to do is export those to Instagram, and immediately you've got a set of consistent images that will improve your feed. What you should watch next, this video on composing using the rule of thirds, because that will immediately improve the composition of your photos. I look forward to seeing you in the next video.